Hi guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of Conqueror's Blade. So, we are finally going to get this Squires video sorted once and for all. Been like the bane of my life for about the past week now, as every time I've tried it, it's gone wrong. But we've got some time aside and we're finally going to have a good game with them if it kills me. But just before we actually hop into battle with these Squires, I just want to talk a little bit about them, waffle about them very briefly, and then we'll actually get into the battle. So if we just head over, well, we'll head to the unit tree first, just have a quick look at them. Obviously, they're on the chivalric tree. They come down from the domain spearmen. They're a silvery unit. They're pretty good, and they lead onto the men at arms, which, from what I've heard, are really awesome. So they're certainly a unit worth going down, I think. We take a look at their stats. Well, let's take a look at their stats in the barracks, because you can see them with them slightly upgraded. You'll see that they are mostly in and around piercing damage. They seem to sort of stab with the swords much more than they seem to slash. So that seems to be the bulk of the values from the piercing damage, which is pretty reasonable. 1345 with a 1310 AP is some pretty decent values, given this is sort of like a mid-tier unit, equivalent to like a prefecture guards is what I'd say it compares almost directly to. There are two paths which you can go down in terms of unit upgrades. I've gone the bottom one. I think the bottom one probably is the better path, but it's not super clear. You get the start is not a lot. You get the cooldown on the charge, which is nice, and that continued along the way. Increased charge duration. Then you're getting the charge damage ones, which I like. And then you get things like post damage charge increase, and there's a massive charge increase in the end, as well as that 20% block, which is nice. The one nice thing is you get along this line of the block increases here, which seem pretty good. And you do get some slight upgrades in armor penetration, a little bit of extra damage, bit of charge damage, bit of piercing defense. But you see things like piercing defense, it's pretty minor. Taking from 356 to 366 is such a small change, it's not really going to make much difference. Whereas extra charge damage, 20% increased block, is going to make a difference, a much more notable difference. Because that's where I think these Squires end up excelling a lot more than, say, the Prefecture Guards, is the fact that these guys aren't about that all out and out damage. They're not super offensive. They're kind of quite a balance between, an offensive sword unit, and they have decent block as well. They're not, if a glaive goes into the middle of them and does an AoE swing attack, they don't just lose all their health straight away because that doesn't actually break their block, because they have a really good amount of block points. Combined with the fact they get just over 8,000 hit points, they're just a really resilient unit, and that's where they excel. That combined with their charge as well, they actually have a really quite a good charge, which I'm hoping is going to get quite a lot bit better once it gets the extra 18% damage from that, and then they're going to get another 12% damage increase from that. It's going to make their charge pretty decent. So yeah, it's all about the charge and the block really, and then they just do a good amount of damage as well. Just coincidentally on the side. Obviously, as I said, their direct competitor would be something like the Prefecture Guards. Pretty much exactly the same leadership cost, both 3.5 stars. Both cost the same sort of cost to resupply the kits, etc. And these guys are, again, about the charge, but really about their damage. They start off with a higher base damage, 1478, which is higher than the Squires. But the main thing they get is where's the ability? This Prefecture Drill ability, which is like a hyper attack. It massively increases their damage and the speed of the attack and that sort of thing for short duration. They just sort of go in an all-out frenzy. But it's where they fall down is their block. They really don't have much in the way of block. Their armor values, while similar, it doesn't really make much difference to the armor values at this point, because once they're through their block, they're going to start taking damage pretty quickly. So I find the Squires to be a lot more resilient than the Prefecture Guards, but the Prefecture Guards do a lot more damage than the Squires. That kind of makes sense. But both have nice charges. Last thing to do just before we hop into a battle, let's just check the resupply cost. So I've currently only lost one kit, and that's going to cost me 1,780 for one kit out of 28. I'm going to get the idea of how much it's going to cost to build these and resupply these. I've heard that the men at arms, which is the next unit in the tech tree that I want to get, these guys here cost to build, if you're using bronze, are around about 120,000 bronze. So that's going to be very expensive. But anyway, I think I've waffled on long enough already. So let's hop into a siege battle and see if we can actually, for once, have a good game with these guys. So, we are into our siege battle. I actually decided to start with the Squires, which is kind of rare for me. I don't normally bother doing that. But we're just going to head up onto the walls, hopefully, and get them stuck into some sort of easier fights as some of the initial sort of stuff starts to come in. But we'll just keep them on the stairs for now, so they're nice and safe and out of the way, and kind of go from there, really. Let's head a little bit along. Should we have a go on our chars? See if we can anything anything looking juicy and in range. Here's some spear militia. How's my range? Oh. A few hits, no kills. A few hits. We'll give them another go now. They're nicely grouped back together for me. Go on. Actually, we had to manage to get a kill that time as well. Even better. I am now being shot at though, so it's always a negative. Since there's nothing else to shoot at, try and hit the guys on there. Well, that was some bad shooting. Okay. That didn't exactly go according to plan, but we did a bit of damage against that spear militia, and those Hawatches normally get taken up pretty quickly on the early wall, so I'm not that surprised. What have we got going on down here? I might be more inclined to stick my... I'll go round, please, guys. I'm actually looking at coming up here. A few of them are. Well, we can deal with you. Please come over. Ow, he actually hit me back. Don't know if he's allowed to do that. Serfs aren't allowed to hit their masters. Oi, you, come back here. While waiting for them. This could be a few kills. Hopefully we get a few more than that by the end of this game. Looks like we've got a siege tower coming in as well. No, don't... Oi! How the hell did he know to hit me down there? Okay, so we've got a few people coming in here. So wait for these guys to get off, and then we'll go for a shield rush. I think it's just heroes, at least initially. Got some pikes coming in. I want to kind of wait for them to come over a little bit. Maybe a little bit early? No, it should be about right. Okay, so our squires are in. So this is basically our moment of truth. Pull back. Don't die, please don't die. Self-heal. Oh! So low on health. Squires are doing well. Wow, a lot more people came over this bit of wall than I was kind of expecting. Squires are still in the fight. Annoyingly being hawatchered. Annoyingly, I'm being shot by a twat with a bow. Let's just get ourselves stuck in there. That was costly health-wise. I'm only just managing to keep myself alive. Squires are doing a good job. We're up to 43 kills already. We are in a little bit of danger here in terms of enemy heroes. Just on a health point of view is my biggest issue. Most of our squires, actually all our squires are dead, but they did do a pretty good job considering how many enemies there were at once there. In terms of just dealing with those numbers. Oh no. A bow right next to me. Not going to get out of this one alive, I don't think. Woo! Leave me alone. Just try and make it to the supply point, and then we can try out the prefecture guards, see how they compare in that sort of situation. So, I think considering they got overwhelmed pretty impressively pretty early on, they didn't do too badly. There was quite a lot of enemies there came out at that point, and that's kind of, in my opinion, where the squires excel, because they're not fragile like the prefecture guards are. They don't just get wiped out by large amounts of enemy units so quickly. Is this a wise route to be going? How many have we got to contend with up here? Quite a few, but... so managed to take one of us out then. Come on! Just! Okay, so let's keep going. We managed to get a bit of good damage there. We've got the initial advantage at least. Let's just set our prefecture guards to work. In this sort of situation, both the prefecture guards and the squires would really excel. You know, just killing archers is easy, isn't it? We've got our guys kind of going to work a little bit against some of those muskets. Don't really want to be chasing them off down the siege tower, so I think we'll pull back for a little bit. Kind of group up. I'll have a self-heal on me, and of course, because I'm alongside, I can AoE heal my unit as well a little bit. It's always a bonus. We have got our shield rush back. We'll go for our shield rush, see what damage we do here. Oh, a really good amount of damage off on the shield rush, and we'll go straight in for a prefecture drill. So in this sort of situation, maybe the prefecture guard is better. Look how quickly we absolutely munched that unit of sword militia. You know, that is one of the advantages. AoE heal. That is one of the definite distinct advantages. Oh, don't get me caught in that. Now we're kind of in a bit more of a dangerous situation because we're getting stuck into a bit of a more bitter fight with a lot more heroes as well, you see. It's where things are going to get harder. Our numbers are going to start dropping off a little bit more. Yeah, there's a bit of a harder time here. Numbers are dropping off now. This now, I think the situation is changing to where the Squires will be working better. And I'm going to try and run away. Oh, the stun. It's the muskets are the real killer on the stun point of view. Okay, well, we've got away. Sort of. Sort of got away. Looks like we still managed to hold point A. We're up to 123 kills. So it goes to show these two units, sword units, are effective. They're not completely useless. Let me go pipe militia. It's a melee video, isn't it, really? It's not really an archer video so far. So, things at least going well for us. I think we're going to, instead of going back up that step there and fighting actually on that section of wall, I think we're going to push up and try and intercept more. Try and work towards the defensive point A, to be honest. I think that's now becoming our primary objective. These pipe militia aren't particularly amazing. They don't yet have the brace here. I don't know if it's going to be super effective because they're kind of on a bit of a funky bit on the stairs, but... Got hurt. Ah! Fell off a wall. Oh, so did he, Mr. Corpse. That caught me out. I wasn't expecting to fall off a wall like that. But I guess if you jump off the edge of a staircase, then that probably will happen to you. I get a bit of damage on some of these archers. Oh, health, health. Health or lack of it. Okay, get on the offensive pipe militia. Although they're now getting absolutely butchered. That's where things like the Squires come in so much better than these, much like the armoured units. When an enemy hero does like a spin attack or a massive AoE attack, then the Squires actually survive because they have that block in a way that the prefectures and a lot of other units like pikes and stuff don't have. So that kind of makes them a lot better in my opinion. Or a lot more versatile at least anyway. I don't think we're going to be getting into point A there, are we? Looks like we are driving them off this way. Not a lot of use. We're going to have to fall back and think about trying to defend. Swine. Got ya. Let's get back, get a fresh unit. It's looking like it's probably going to be our archers now because it's either that or serfs. And then we're getting a bit desperate if we're having to pull out serfs as our our last stand unit on point B. So yeah, let's go for our prefecture archers, I think. Supply quartermaster, give me new units. Oh, are they got a watcher on there? Okay, this is going to be interesting. We'll have to try and time this then. We might have actually timed that quite well. Seeking this little bit of inner wall. Pull back a bit.
Right away.
The enemy captured the point.
Or at least they're sort of here. Hopefully we're out of range of that watcher at this point. Okay, let's have a look what's going on. They've got 4.5 minutes. We've got a whole B point for 4.5 minutes and we've got this game in the bag. We did a pretty good job of holding point A. I'm actually pretty pleased with that. I think we held it quite a long time. There's not a lot... Are they actually looking at capping this supply point? I'm going to pull those guys back a bit further. They're just a little bit too much pushing coming up, and there's really no supporting units here other than the ones that we've got away and that we've got at the moment. So it's not really something we can do at the moment. Not a lot coming up, so we should... Oh, it looks like they're more pushing the centre, aren't they? They are. So let's come around. We should be trebuchet safe there at least. And then we can maybe get some of our arrow rain going on. Farmers are coming in with their pitchforks. Okay, can our archers actually get decent hits in there? Getting some hits in. Oh dear, the poor farmers having a bit of a rough time, aren't they? To be honest, this be a bit harsh. Okay, that felt a little bit mean, but fun. I won't deny. Still seem to be a tremendous amount of threats coming from any direction. Over here, perhaps, is the closest. Take him out. Pull back, little musket people. If they push around this corner, which they are, we'll go for an arrow rain. Bring the rain, boys! You can see just how quickly these archers shoot. It's pretty crazy. Annihilated that because they're prefecture guards. Perfect example. Great damaging unit, but doesn't have the strength to hold up in this sort of situation. When you start getting hit by a rain of arrows like that, you just go down super fast. You see we managed to get a really good amount of kills out of that as well. So again, it's really just comes down to that balance, I think, for me. Do you want more resilient but slightly lesser damaging unit? In which case, I think you're going to be Squires. Or do you just want to go all out damage? In which case, you're the Prefecture Guards. That's really the choice for me, in my opinion. Okay, now we're in a little bit in trouble here. Leave my archers alone. The archers are getting taken out here by those guys at the back. Can't see where they are, can't get a clean shot on them. Archer rain is on. Have a go at that. I've only got a few of them left. Let's see if we can get a few kills maybe at the back. I love this. Ah! Roll. Roll. Whew. Bit dangerous. 1 minute 40 we've got now to try and hold this final point here. I love knocking all the heroes down with that ultimate ability. It's so powerful, it's so ridiculous. Go for a bit of an area heal, because that gives us a little bit of a buff to our own units. Our Prefecture Archers are now out of ammo, they're pretty much dead meat, but we're just trying to hold out here for as long as we can. Ideally, long enough so that we can get our units safely here. Those guys are there to keep on point so they don't actually get the cap. What have we got? 1 minute 10 seconds. A little bit of trebuchet strikes coming in. Go for a quick heal. We are in trouble here now. I would say we are in trouble. Whether we're going to be able to hold for a minute, I wouldn't like to say, to be honest. I'm just going really defensive. Whether we can actually kill some of these. Oh, Hwatcher to death. How they've got so many Hwatchers. They set one up on the wall, and now they've got one set up on the ground here. They put all the rocket artillery with them. They've got that point, I think, really. 40 seconds. I've only got a unit of serfs left. I felt like this game was really going to be in the bag, but it could end up going to pieces. If someone could get in and just interrupt, but it's too long, realistically. I think it's lost. How many we've got dead is worry. That is much a worry. Because we've now got to defend 3 minutes 20. They used quite a few trebuchets on that final strike, but there's going to be some of them are going to have trebuchets left. A really large proportion of our team is dead. They've lost a few people, but nowhere near as many of us. It's whether they're going to, if they can keep that momentum going, we are going to be in trouble. Like, you know, it could go bad pretty quickly. We're starting to get a few people spawning back in. Just under 3 minutes. Which way are they all going to go? If they're all going to come this way, going to go in the middle. A lot of their units seem to be dead. They seem to be largely hero only. Maybe just a part where we just had enough kills that we started to take out a lot of their units. Good if they are largely hero only, because it's less of an issue for us. But sure, have we actually got people on the point in here? Maybe I should bring my serfs this way. I think this would probably be the wiser thing to do. Oh, cavalry. Got it. Nice. Okay. I didn't really mean for my serfs to actually get stuck into this cavalry fight, but might as well. Might as well. Let's have a look here. What have we got going on? Whoa! Ton of cavalry coming through. Ton of stuff coming through, to be honest. Can we kill George de la Jungle? Jungle George needs to die. He's got away. Can we get the knockdown on him? Oh, we got the assist. Good. Okay, and we've re-secured that front line. Come on, sirs. Reform up. Reform up. Don't go out. Don't go out yet. 1 minute 40. Let's go over here. Give people a little bit of a heal. These are probably a halberd unit, so we'll be a bit careful of that. I'm caught on a unit. I'm caught on a unit. Ah! Got caught on an enemy archer that I just couldn't get back from. Set our guys to attack. They're just going to be meat fodder, really. 1 minute 25 is what we've got left. We've got some friendly units charging in. Good. Come on, if we can take out some of their heroes in a slightly more concentrated way. Get some of those hero kills. Good. We got a few of the enemy heroes down. Get Morgan down. Nice job. Getting a few of the enemy heroes down now, so it's starting to tip back in our favour. I think we've probably got this. I think that was probably the decisive point with those 3 or 4 people going down there. Please tip that just back into our favour. I can feel a win. I can feel it in my bones. I think we've got this. Time is nearly up. What have they got pushing? Still quite a bit of stuff pushing, to be honest. I've gone with a cannon. Nice job. We're going to get back in. We've not got any units, I don't think, so we're going to be hero only. But we can keep our guns. Attack our one serf, keep him on the attack. We can still go and throw ourselves into the fight. 40 seconds is all we've got left, all we need to hold for, so we should easily be able to do that. Let's go around, throw ourselves into the back, go straight in with our charge ability as well. Let's get some of these archers. Kill, 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 kill. Perfect, 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 perfect. Oh, I can sense a kill. Yay! Okay, nice. That was much more of a better game for us. That's what we wanted. Even go a few for grape shot cannon kills. How long have we got? 7 seconds. God, 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 God. No, let me shoot, let me shoot. No, 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 let me go. I was trying to get another grape shot cannon shot off. Well, that was a much better game for us. Oh, we got a nice little bit of stuff there at the end. A bit of a rogue's hood and a bag of silver. We got the MVP. And we got a good number of kills. Let's have a quick look at the end. Squires, not so high in the kills. We earned a lot more kills with our prefecture guards. But I think you've got to bear in mind, if we think back to the start of that battle, how it kind of balanced out was the fact that they got hit by, the Squires got hit by an awful lot of units at once. You know, an awful lot, 5 or so heroes came up that ladder, you know, all bringing units with them, and they all went basically into the front of my line of serfs after they charged. So they held for quite a long time. They didn't just go from everything to nothing. They actually held, you know, 30 seconds, 35 seconds, and the prefecture guard wouldn't have done that in that situation. The prefecture guard then managed to hit later on, where they managed to hit up against that unit of sword, militia, or iron caps. I can't remember what it was. But they managed to catch them on their own. So the prefecture guards were either the same number or numerically superior to the enemy. Then their damage advantage really starts to come into play, because they can really start to cut down a lot more quicker. Maybe the true answer is you should just bring archers. Even the serfs did better than the pipe militia. So make of that what you will. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I'm pretty pleased I got a rogue's hood. That'll flog that on the market. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel for lots more Conqueror's Blade content, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.